There are towns where time moves forward. There are towns where time feeds. Santa Carla glows with sunlit freedom by day and electric seduction by night. Youth rules the streets. Adults drift at the edges. Authority feels decorative. The boardwalk pulses with music and appetite. Something beneath the surface circulates without name. Into this atmosphere arrives a fractured family. A mother searching for stability. Two sons standing at the threshold between boyhood and identity. The father is absent. No masculine center to orient the house. When the father disappears, the night begins to whisper. It whispers to the unguarded. It whispers to the hungry. It whispers to the boy who stands at the edge of himself and feels the pull of something that offers direction in the dark. This story explores what hunts the fatherless soul and what it costs to reclaim it. Santa Carla exists as a suspended psychic space. It runs on sensation, performance, and appetite. The boardwalk functions as ritual theater, where energy circulates through music and constant spectacle. The ocean sets a boundary behind it all. Beyond the lights, the dark holds what daylight refuses to name. Michael arrives in transition. His identity has loosened. He seeks grounding without knowing how to ask for it. He seeks direction without a map. Lucy seeks security through romantic attachment. Her longing for protection shapes her perception and opens the household to what she cannot yet see clearly. Sam observes from the margins. He gravitates toward mythic language through comic books and exaggerated hunters who speak in codes of monsters and survival. He understands instinctively that some things require naming before they can be confronted. Beneath the surface of this coastal town operates a hidden hierarchy, a structure that feeds on youth, a concealed patriarch who gathers fatherless sons into his domain and holds something precious at the center of his collection. Santa Carla is a harvesting field dressed as paradise. Youth enters, hunger circulates, identity dissolves. The cycle repeats without interruption until someone chooses to see it clearly. Michael embodies the wounded ego at the threshold of masculine initiation. His paternal symbol has dissolved. His sense of direction remains fluid. His need for belonging makes him visible to what hunts that exact frequency. David carries the archetype of the Possessed Puer. He radiates confidence. He offers brotherhood and intensity, and the intoxicating sensation of belonging to something larger than oneself. He speaks the language of freedom, while moving inside an invisible structure of consumption. Star holds the captive Anima. She is the soul image trapped inside eternal adolescence, suspended within the false patriarch's domain, waiting for a masculine center strong enough to reclaim her. She has been drawn into the system before her own initiation could complete. Her liberation depends entirely on whether Michael can reclaim his own grounding first. The Lost Boys represent the tribe of arrested development. They orbit thrill and appetite. They exist in permanent adolescence, their loyalty bound to sensation and to the hidden authority that sustains them. Max embodies the Hidden Patriarch. He presents warmth, civility, and stability to the mother. Beneath that surface rests authority rooted in consumption. He builds a household from boys suspended in adolescence and holds the Anima captive at the center of his design. Lucy carries the unprotected mother archetype. Her longing for stability blinds her to what approaches. Sam reflects grounded awareness. He seeks knowledge. He allies with those who understand that monsters thrive in plain sight, and that naming the thing is the first act of resistance. The Frog Brothers carry the archetype of the dogmatic protectors. They treat comic books as scripture and monster hunting as sacred law. Their knowledge is real. Their rigidity is their limitation. They represent the danger of literalism, the mind that correctly identifies the threat, but loses all fluidity in the process. The initiation begins. The descent moves through seduction. Michael tastes power and brotherhood. His body shifts, his appetite awakens, his perception alters at the edges. The pull of the tribe grows stronger than the voice of his own center. He hovers between identities. Daylight loosens its hold. Hunger intensifies after dark. Flight becomes the ultimate seduction. The Puer's deepest fantasy is the total rejection of Earth, of responsibility, consequence, and the weight of genuine selfhood. When Michael hangs suspended in the dark, he's literally between two forces. The tribe pulls from below. His own soul calls from above. The abyss and the sky compete for the same body. This is the Puer fantasy made physical, to remain forever between worlds, owing nothing to either. This descent operates as spiritual possession. The ego aligns with tribal hunger. Intensity speaks louder than conscience. The fatherless son moves toward whatever offers the feeling of direction, of belonging, of being claimed by something that seems to know what he is. Star watches from inside the system. She recognizes the pattern because she has lived inside it. She carries the Anima's knowledge, that the tribe promises liberation and delivers captivity. She gravitates toward Michael because something in her perceives the possibility of a different outcome. Her hope rests on his capacity to find his center before the descent completes. Sam witnesses the transformation from outside. He feels the fracture of brotherhood. He understands that something ancient has claimed the space where his brother once stood. The Hidden Patriarch remains still. He allows the initiation to progress. He understands that fatherless sons seek direction in the dark, and that hunger, once awakened, tends to complete its own logic. The threshold approaches. Michael stands at the edge of full identification with the tribe. The question crystallizes. Will hunger dictate the outcome? Or will something older and quieter reassert itself? Vampirism reveals itself as the mythology of unintegrated masculine energy recycling through generations. The Puer rejects maturation. He seeks eternal intensity. He feeds on vitality rather than cultivating depth. He offers communion without cost, brotherhood without responsibility, immortality without the weight of genuine selfhood. Blood functions as counterfeit communion. It binds the tribe through appetite. It promises transformation while delivering suspension. The initiate believes he is becoming something more. The system ensures he becomes something less, arrested at the moment of his greatest hunger, circling that hunger forever. Max embodies the demiurgic father. He offers belonging while concealing extraction. He constructs a household from suspended boys and a captive soul image, building a closed system that sustains itself on the fatherless and the unguarded. The town reveals its true function. Santa Carla is a containment field designed to attract exactly what it consumes. Every system that harvests human energy requires a myth of liberation at its entrance. Michael stands at the center of this revelation. He senses the architecture behind the spectacle. The night that promised expansion reveals its true nature as a loop. The brotherhood that promised belonging reveals its cost. The soul image waiting at the center of the false patriarch's domain reveals what genuine masculine initiation actually requires. The willingness to confront the hidden father and reclaim what he holds. Every psyche contains a Santa Carla, a region of appetite and thrill, a place where maturity feels like loss and intensity feels like truth. The wounded son longs for direction, and when conscious father energy remains absent, substitute fathers emerge. Charismatic leaders, intense tribes, movements fueled by sensation and the intoxicating warmth of collective belonging. The Possessed Puer lives in the part of the psyche that refuses gravity. He equates depth with the death of vitality. He feeds on stimulation because stillness feels like annihilation. He cannot hold the Anima because he cannot hold himself. The Hidden Patriarch represents the unconscious authority structures that govern from beneath the surface, the internalized systems that harvest energy through compulsion and repetition while presenting themselves as protection. Star's captivity mirrors the state of the soul image in any psyche organized around arrested development. When the inner masculine remains suspended in adolescence, the Anima cannot mature. She waits. She hopes. She gravitates toward any sign that the center might hold. The film asks the question directly through its structure. Where does hunger override discernment? Where does the tribe become more real than the self? Michael's restoration reflects the reclamation of masculine grounding through confrontation rather than flight. He faces the tribe. He faces the hidden father. He faces the appetite within his own body and chooses coherence over intoxication. In that choice, the Anima is freed. The location of that confrontation matters. The final battle does not happen in a cave or a heroic arena. It happens inside the family house. The false patriarch attempted entry through the front door, wearing civility as a mask, courting the unprotected mother. The son defeats him in the same domestic space he tried to claim. This is the domestic exorcism. Masculine restoration does not occur in the abstract. It occurs at the threshold of the home, the center that the false father sought to occupy, and the true son must learn to protect. Santa Carla continues to shimmer with lights. The fatherless will always feel the pull of charismatic brotherhood. The unguarded soul image will always risk capture by what presents itself as freedom. The grandfather stands at the edge of the story as the integrated elder. He simply occupies his center with complete steadiness. His house is filled with preserved animals, death made still, held in permanent form. He knows exactly where preservation ends and life begins. He is the master of that boundary. While Max mimics the patriarch to consume, the grandfather embodies what the patriarch pretends to be. He has already completed what Michael is only beginning. True initiation requires descent into shadow and return with integration. The boy who enters the dark seeking belonging must become the man who carries his own center into that darkness. Only then does he have something real to offer the soul image that waits. Integration restores what flight promises to replace. The night still whispers to the unguarded. Every psyche encounters its Santa Carla. Where has hunger claimed the seat of discernment? Where has the tribe replaced the self? Keep wandering, keep questioning, and keep feeding the flame of your inner world.